30 cal, you got to start using double protection.
That ain't fine.
Alright guys, Murph's here. And today I want to talk about this. A Sears & Roebuck JC Higgins Model 20 chambered in 12 gauge. Now, eagle-eyed viewers of the channel will know that I have actually already covered this particular shotgun some years ago in a rather extensive video actually. But this is not that same shotgun. That was my wife's shotgun, which pretty much every member of my family has this shotgun somewhere in their collection. However, this is the shotgun that I grew up with. This is actually my great-grandfather's JC Higgins, which has spent over half a century in my family. Now, with that being the case, this is not necessarily new information as much of it's kind of a revisit and a little walk down memory lane, if I'm being completely honest. So if you're looking for features and history and all that kind of stuff, I'll throw the link in the description to the original video so that you guys can consume that at your heart's content. Now, for this particular shotgun, I have no memory of my great-grandfather. I never met the man. However, my father and uncle hunted alongside him quite frequently. So this shotgun has seen a lot of use. So much so that actually the modified or medium range choke tube is more or less cemented into this particular poly choke. Now, I'm sure that with a combination of whatever lubricant, CLP or whatever, and enough brute force, I could eventually get this choke tube out of it. But I've never really had an issue with the pattern on this particular shotgun. Not enough so to make me actually want to switch this out. Now, of course, you can also get short range and long range choke tubes correlating to full and improved cylinder. Now, over the years, I have put thousands of rounds myself through this particular shotgun. We actually used to spend a lot of time on the trap range with these guns, especially as my dad started accruing more and more of them because he absolutely loves collecting the JC Higgins shotguns. Some of them as parts guns, others because they're just honestly beautifully well-crafted shotguns and he likes keeping them around. And this was a shotgun that I could always go to if I was having a bad day. If I just wasn't connecting with anything else on that particular day, the Remington 1100 or whatever was just not working for me, this shotgun would always connect and I could always clean up doubles, triples, whatever it may be on the trap line and just have fun actually making hits. This is one of 3 shotguns that I could always consistently turn to and make sure that I would have a good day. Now, my brother and I were absolutely excellent with these shotguns. They've always meshed with us very well. My father was always convinced that if we went to a trap competition that we would have just absolutely wrecked it. We would have just blown everybody away with these older shotguns. Now, honestly, I think that's a little bit of hubris on our part. My brother and I never competed in any type of shotgun stuff, but there's an awful lot of people who do spend a lot more time at those competitions with purpose-built guns who I'm willing to bet would have probably drummed us pretty good. However, I bet you we could have made a good account of ourselves at the very least, as long as like stage fright didn't get to us because we were, kids at the time. Now, you can see here, actually, with the extensive amount of use this gun has had over the years, the rear bead has broken off of it, which would probably not be worth the effort to try to replace overall. And I've never had any issue with shooting this gun. As far as I can remember, this has never had a rear bead on it. Now, this shotgun is actually what I took out on my first pheasant hunt, and I shot my bag limit in pheasant that particular day. Even making a 45-yard shot on one, and having another one startle me coming out from under my foot on the edge of a cornfield, which I turned that startled reaction into actually swinging my gun up into action, and managed to shoot that bird probably just over 6 feet off the end of my muzzle. So there was not a lot left of that poor boy, which, I mean, you can also kind of understand my surprise. If you've ever heard a pheasant take off from cover, they're quite loud. There's a lot of fanfare that goes with that takeoff. So, and it being practically underneath my foot, it was a bit of a shock, that's for sure. Now, of course, I don't shoot trap guns nearly as much as I used to anymore. It's just, I don't bird hunt like I used to, or any of those things along the line. I'm more interested in tactical type guns. However, with such a strong familial history with this particular gun, it is something that I enjoy taking out and looking over from time to time. And I never miss the opportunity to praise the excellence that is the Sears Model 20. All right, guys. It's a short one today. There's not a whole lot to talk about with this particular gun that hasn't already been discussed before. So, that's pretty much what I got. Have a good day.
It's shooting right. Does that one have a lot of kick to it?
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Oh my. Let's see. I'm empty. I'm empty. Let's see this target.
Channel updates real quick. All right, guys, so if you found this content interesting, or if you find any other content that I've done interesting and you haven't joined the Murph's Law Facebook group yet, check for the link in the description and you'll be able to join us there and get involved in some of the behind the scenes type stuff, as well as bonus content and all that kind of thing. So with that, that's pretty much what I got. Have a good day.